Fellas, what is going on today, fellas? So I got a very special video today because I'm gonna be telling you something that everyone would like to know, basically, and basically it's gonna be how to get Galaxy Opal GOAT Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, no money spent. Okay, and I was able to achieve this amazing feat yesterday on stream. And basically, if you guys saw, I was able to snipe this Rashard Lewis. For those who didn't know, I sniped this Rashard Lewis for 100k yesterday on stream. I was freaking out, bro. It was ridiculous. I got the screenshot right here. You know, we always say screenshot or it didn't happen, bro. Well, take a look. Boom, right there, bro. Everything you can see, I have almost the same amount of MT, almost the same amount of VC in tokens. So yeah. And guys, the VC that I do have is because I play rec in like park and stuff like that. So yeah, I just use it on my player for the most part. But whenever I can open packs with it, like once my player is upgraded, I probably will. But that's besides the point of this video. How did I get Kareem without spending any money on this game? Never buying VC, never buying MT. How did I do it? I'll tell you exactly how I did it. So first we have to go into how to even get Kareem. So I'm sure you guys already know this, but for those who may not, you go to premium, you go to showtime, and Kareem is a part of the showtime set where he's the lock-in reward for it. So basically, in order to get him, you have to lock in every one of like these other guys. And for the most part, everything is pretty easy. Besides, I'd say everyone is easy to lock in. Like everyone is easy to acquire besides maybe like Shaq and obviously Rashard. Shaq is not too hard to acquire though. We'll look at the prices in a minute. But all these pink diamonds, they're all easy to get. Even some of these opals are easy to get. So yeah, do I think it's worth locking in Kareem? I absolutely do, because this man is like the best card in the game. So yeah, but let's get into how I got these cards. So if you guys saw, I did a million MT pack opening on, what was it, Friday? Today is Sunday, right? It was Friday that these packs came out. And yeah, so I did a million MT pack opening on these packs. I ended up pulling Chris Webber twice, and I pulled Shaq. So at that point I was like, okay, well, and I pulled all the pink diamonds. Everybody else here I pulled besides, basically I pulled everyone besides Jimmy and Rashard. So I needed to get both of them, right? And I didn't really want to buy them. So the day that those packs came out, on the same stream that I was doing the million MT pack opening, I also happened to sit on the filters. So at the time, this was the filter. You'd go Galaxy Opal Showtime and just minimum buy out 500. But this really isn't good anymore, because as you can see, Chris Webber's a buy now. And he's actually like 70k, which I think he's a really good card, honestly. I think he's kind of underrated. And if you guys want a good power for it, I would suggest him. But even if you don't even want to use him, you want to lock in Kareem, I mean, he's super cheap. But yeah, like this filter doesn't work anymore because Chris Webber. And I'm not sure how much Jimmy is, so I'm about to check him right now. I'm going to check Jimmy's price right here. He might be a buy now, he may not be. I think I heard some stuff about him, but let's see. All right, he's not. He is not a buy now. Let's see his price though. Let's see. All right, he's only like 120. So I mean, he's barely above a buy now. I mean, you know, you're not gonna have too much trouble in picking up Jimmy. I mean, you can snipe him probably pretty easily if you wanted to get him for 100k, or you can try to just buy him for like 110 to 120,000. It doesn't really make much of a difference, right? But I sniped him for 100k when they first came out, when the packs first came out. He was going for a little bit more, and I decided to keep him just because I knew I wanted to lock in for Kareem. So here he is right here. Here's the snipe. I also happened to miss a Chris Webber at the time who was going for a little bit more, but that's okay. But yeah, I sniped him for 100k, and then I sniped Rashard for 100k, and at that point I have Kareem, right? Because I sniped the two players who I didn't have, so, and I pulled everyone else, so then I can lock in for Kareem. Now you might be thinking, well, I don't have a million MT to do a pack opening. How am I going to get the rest of the players? Well, in that case, a lot of them aren't too expensive. So if I go ahead and go to the collection here, Showtime, these guys are very cheap. Everybody, Danny Manning and down, these guys are dirt. These guys are dirt cheap. Like you can pick them up for very cheap, okay? And let's just see. Let's see how much it would cost you to lock in this. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna go in. I'm not gonna go ahead and look up every player's price, but it's not going to cost you a lot, because Chris Webber is going to be the most expensive buy now that you're going to get. Jimmy Butler is going to be like around 110. So that's, let's say that's like 200 right there. These guys, I'm just going to do some rough estimates. These guys right here, these pink diamonds and diamonds, they're not going to cost you over probably not even 100k to get. So, and then obviously Rashard, like if you snipe him, it's going to be best. And Shaq the same. Let's check Shaq's price. Okay, we're going to go center and we're going to go showtime. Shaq is like 177, 180 basically. That is not too expensive. This is what I would do if I were you. If you want to get Kareem, try to snipe Rashard first. Let's say you don't have any of the players. Even if you do have some of the players, let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say you have, I don't know, no Rashard, but you have Chris Webber, Jimmy, and probably the rest of these guys, and you just need like Shaq and Rashard, or you know, any combination of like that sort. What you want to do, or if you don't have any of these players at all, try to snipe Rashard, because that's the main thing. Like once you can snipe Rashard, you're done. It's over with. You can get the rest of the set very, very easily. Okay, and let's say you're broke on MT, you'll just have to get some more MT. It's not that hard to get around 200 to 300k MT. It's not that hard, especially if you're sniping using the filters that I always provide. But this is what you do. You snipe Rashard. And how did I snipe Rashard? You say, what filter did I snipe him on? I'll show you exactly the filter that I sniped him on. I went Galaxy Opal, I went small forward, I went Team Thunder, and minimum bio 500. And I kept refreshing like this. And no, you don't have to change anything on the filter to refresh. I always say this, but people still ask me these questions, so I'm just putting it out there. I did not ever change anything on the filter to refresh. I got them without doing anything like that. And I was on this filter. You guys were asking me in stream how long you're on the filter. I think I went back and watched my stream last night just to see how long I was on it. I was maybe around 30 minutes I was on this filter without seeing anything, and then I finally got something. This is why, like, you guys ask me, how long should you spend on a filter? Spend 30 minutes to an hour, bro. Maybe if you don't really have that much time, maybe 15 to 30. But spend 30 minutes to an hour on a filter. See if you can get somebody. If you don't get anybody, switch to another filter. There's other filters that I can make a video for, like non-enabled filters if you guys want to see something like that, if I can think of some. But yeah, this is what you do, bro. You sit on it for a while. Like, you just stay patient, bro. I always tell you guys, you have to be patient when it comes to things like this. Patience on this game and on sniping is what has allowed me to build a team like this. Most of these guys, let me see, how many of these guys have I sniped? Well, actually I didn't snipe any of these guys. I sniped Ben. That's the only player in Rashard. Those are the only two players that I sniped here. But the result of, like, this team is a result of sniping. Like, just because I don't snipe a player directly doesn't mean that I didn't get them because of sniping. So sniping has allowed me to afford this Magic Johnson, who I would like to upgrade to the GOAT Magic. I was actually trying to snipe him. Hopefully I can do that soon. But the only, like, what sniping hasn't done for me, sniping has not helped me get Kobe, Larry, or actually, yes, Kareem, because I had to lock in. Kobe, Larry, Hakeem, and Marc Gasol. I mean, maybe indirectly it has, because in order to get Kobe and Larry, you got to complete challenges. And in order to complete those challenges, you got to have, like, good players. You don't have to have, like, great players. We get good players, and sniping has let me get those good players. But not really. You guys know what I mean, though. Like, directly, sniping has allowed me to get Magic, Ben, Kawhi, Rashard, KG, and Kareem. Did I say Kareem? Yeah, I don't know if I did. That's what sniping has allowed me to do. Other than that, Kobe, Larry, Hakeem, and Mark, these guys are reward players. KG is a reward player as well, but he's a lock-in for, like, what's it called? All the Prime Series too. So it's basically the same thing as Kareem. You just gotta lock in players and you get that. So yeah. And Kawhi, you say, well, how did you get Kawhi? I got him out of a pack. You guys know that. But how was I able to afford the packs? Is through sniping. So basically, I got him through sniping because I bought packs with the MT that I, made from sniping. So yeah. Basically, you guys want to sit on those filters. Like I said, you got to be patient. Patience has allowed me to get that amazing team, okay? That's the main thing. You need the patience. And if you don't want to snipe him specifically, let's say you're on a filter for too long and you're not seeing anything, you can use other filters as well to get MT. Let's see how much Rashard is going for right now. I'm sure he's not going to go down. You guys asked me, do you think he's going to go down? I don't think he's going to go down. MT sites are price fixing this man. They want him to stay this expensive. Look, 1.7 with 2 minutes left, he's not going to go down. I don't ever see it happening, like, because people know he's needed for Kareem. And that's why instead of really going out to seek to buy him, you should try to snipe him, which is exactly what I was able to do. And I'm sure you will get something eventually, guys. If you're not that good at sniping, get some practice on budget filters. Get fast with it, like I'm fast with it at this point. And then you go ahead, and then once you have enough experience, you go ahead and you snipe on those, you know, those big hitter filters, like the thunder ones and stuff like that, of that nature. And the thing is, because if I'm spending time on this small forward thunder filter, people are not really spending time in this filter. Maybe you guys will after seeing this video, but for the most part, people are not spending time in this filter. Most of the sweat snipers, bro, I don't know why I say sweat snipers, but sweat snipers, like, people, they have enabled filters, right? Enabled filters meaning that they filter out a lot of the cards that they don't want to see on the filter. So if you're on an enabled filter, for the most part, it's still going to be somewhat of a scroll filter, meaning that you have to scroll past cards to get the snipes. Because I'm on this filter right here that only allows me to see Kevin Durant and what's his dude's name, Rashard Lewis, if I happen to see one, I'll probably see it before anyone else, because not many people are on it. Obviously there'll be a few people on it, you know, some people are always fiending on this game, but I was able to see that Rashard before anybody on that enabled would, because they had to scroll to see it. So I probably took some dude's snipe, bro. Some dude probably seen a Rashard Lewis try to scroll past a couple of dudes to get him, ended up missing it because he had to scroll. So that's the benefit of these. Even though the enabled filters are more consistent, these allow you to see the cards first, okay? So that is the benefit of using this, even though it is very, very, very inconsistent. Be very, very, very patient with it, okay? And you will get your snipe, okay? People are throwing them up. I don't know why people throw up a snipe. People throw it up, though. It happens, and you will see it. I've seen other people snipe Rashard as well, so it may not be a frequent occurrence, but it definitely happens. And Rashard is my greatest snipe of the year at this point, man. I could have sold him, but I had to lock that man in, because what am I going to sell him for? Just to get like around 3 million MT I would have got total if I were to sell him. I could have gotten maybe GOAT Magic with that, but if I'm getting GOAT Kareem, I might as well just lock in for GOAT Kareem if I'm going to get a GOAT player regardless, right? And I saved so much MT on that snipe, like it's crazy, so I might as well lock him in there. And guys, that is my guide on how to get Kareem with no money spent. And actually, I didn't tell you how to snipe Shaq, so we should get into that. I can tell you how to snipe Shaq as well. But let me see, is there any other plays you want to snipe? Nah, Jimmy, you don't really want to snipe him. I mean, technically you can, but you know, there's not really a point, and you should just buy him. All these other guys can be sniped too, but there's not really a point. You should just buy them. They're cheap. Shaq, here's how you snipe Shaq. You can just go, you can snipe him by his name, or actually no, because actually you could snipe him by his name. You can just go Galaxy Opal and you could just type Shaq if you want, and then you would see both Shaqs. Both Shaqs are on this filter, obviously the glitched one and this one right here. And the thing is, if you happen to snipe the glitched one, then you'll get profit, you know, because he's going for a lot, and then you'll be able to buy the other one if you really want him like that. So yeah, just sit on this filter right here, Galaxy Opal Shaq, minimum buy 500. Sit on this filter after you get Rashard already. You don't want to try to get Shaq before you have Rashard, because Rashard is the hardest player to get. You get Shaq after you get Rashard, unless you already have Shaq, you know, and you already have all those players. You just need Rashard, then you just sit on the small forward thunder, and then you can just go crazy on that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end off right here, man. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope it gave you some insight and, you know, some advice on how you can, you know, get that GOAT Kareem. If it was helpful, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, guys. We are on the road to 30K. We are getting real close, man. So if you guys are new, make sure to hit that sub button. I stream every day and I make videos every day, so you guys want to have the notifications on as well. And yeah, with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.